KLK 102.5 FM. Good morning to you on your Thursday. It's January 13th, 2025. This is Community Conversations. Kato Wonder is in the studio with you. And join us today, as always, on this second Monday of the month. We have Shamal Carter, the president of the Craighead County NAACP, just kind of keeping us abreast of everything that is going on with the local chapter. And of course, we're in a new year of 2025. So what's on the horizon?
Man, we have so much going on. First off, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone, especially to you, my friend Laganzi. But also, man, I want everybody to be on the lookout for a lot of things that's going on. I know a lot of times we say that, it's important for us to focus on local legislation, but we're in a place now where it's a lot bigger than local legislation because of some things that have happened as far as the election and so on and so forth. So this year alone, we plan to work together with our community, with our city, with our local nonprofits to not only educate the community, but also keep them in tune with the resources that allow them to be more successful in a society that has set up so many of us as a black man or black woman or of a culture of poverty to fail.
Okay. And what are some of the activities in line with that agenda? Anything that's being currently planned?
So we have some town halls coming up. We have, we're working, as you know, JP Garrett Barnes and myself, we do a lot of community events together. And so, of course, we'll have some town halls talking about different things that are going on as far as codes and laws that are going to affect, as you guys know, coming up. I believe that the Arkansas State Congress, they're going to session, I believe, maybe this week, next week, maybe if I'm not mistaken.
It's going to be pretty soon.
Yeah, but staying abreast of those bills that are going on, we'll host a town hall to kind of talk about what your local legislators are running and how it's going to affect you directly. Not only do we have the town halls, I think we're partnering with the cities to kind of help out to combat these issues with the cold weather. So we'll be helping feed at the Salvation Army. And of course, yours truly, I'll be cooking something. I just don't know what.
Mr. No Sauce.
Mr. No Sauce. We don't know what we're going to cook yet, though. But also, February the 21st, at the Ebon Watson Center, we have partnered with Frito-Lay. And this is a humanitarian effort. We have partnered with Frito-Lay. They're doing a coat drive. And later on, the closer it gets, we'll come in with Destry Sturgis and his counterpart, and we'll probably do another show focusing on that. But it'll be a coat drive that they'll hold out there, and then we'll come together at one location, and we'll distribute those coats. But we've also have other organizations that are involved in this effort. And so because we know that early childhood education is very important, we have partnered with Arkansas Early Learning, and they will be there doing applications on site possibly. I spoke with them on last week, and so this is something that they're very excited about in the new year, being able to come in and bring the services to the community because people can't always get to them. Also, NAACP will be there. As I stated, we'll be feeding there. Not only will we be feeding, we'll be doing a membership drive where you can sign up for our local chapter. And then we will also have CRDC, a representative from there. As you guys know, our light heat program started on last Monday, and so they'll be able to give you information about it on the days that we take applications. And February 21st is the date for that, and I'm hoping we can pack the house out. We're going to see if we can get them to do a tour of the museum while we're there. They're going to do a can drive out at Frito-Lay as well, from my understanding, and we'll donate those proceeds to our local food bank. And just really, again, this year, be more visible, not just in the community, but in our court systems, at our local quorum court meetings, at our city council meetings, things of that sort. So right now, those are the things that we have planned or that we're going to be working on.
Okay, and you mentioned about the court system. Are there any plans to potentially work with Judge Fowler or Judge Bowling on another amnesty or working with the prosecuting attorney's office?
Yeah, so I spoke with Judge Fowler. I'm sorry. I spoke with Judge Fowler on last week. We were supposed to have coffee on Friday to kind of discuss a few things in regard to it, but I'm pretty sure he and I will get together real soon. And of course, you guys know every February, I believe, or the end of January, something of the sort, they come together with some type of amnesty program, and they have a focal point. And so we'll figure out what that focus is, and we'll, encourage you guys to get out and be a part of it because, man, the reality is it saves you tons of money, time, and embarrassment. So,
and not only that, if your license suspended, you can get that unsuspended.
Yes.
If you're facing any potential jail time, you can get that wiped away, just kind of depending on what your situation is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So definitely want to be on the lookout for that. Of course, we got coming up the MLK holiday. I know that the NAACP will be having a role in the activities that are scheduled.
Yeah, so we I don't know how many people saw it, but I was on KIT last week speaking about the parade and not just the parade, but the activities associated with it. I'm so excited that my sister in Christ, who is a renowned attorney now, and I gotta correct myself.
Javon Newsom, by the way.
Yeah, Javon, yes, and I gotta correct myself because I was on TV and I made a fool of myself. Because I was nervous. Can you believe I was nervous?
It happens, especially if you're not in media every day. So.
Right. So I'm on there and I'm telling about who Javon is, and I say, if you guys don't know her, she is a renowned attorney from the state of Dallas.
Well, I don't know. Dallas is pretty big, so.
And so to the correction, I do know that Dallas is not a state. I do know that it is in the state of Texas, but my nerves was kind of everywhere. I got that assignment the night before. But she's going to come in on that Monday. She'll be the speaker on that Monday. But then, man, the parade itself is going to be amazing. We have the Osceola Band. We have the Osceola Band, the Ford City Band, the JHS Steppers. I think the Ford City Dance Team is going to come as well. And that's just on that Monday, the parade. And then, of course, the MLK singers who are amazing. The rehearsal for that is going to be this Saturday. This Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're pretty excited about that. But leading into, I love, what they say, Unc love the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so that Sunday, they will be able to display their talents, and we'll be there front and center to support them. I know that's always I know that, the speaker on the day of is great, but I love to see our youth who are tomorrow. I love to see them display their godly gifts and talents. So I'm excited about that. I'm just godly excited about what God is doing in this hour, and being free and being able to express how I feel. It means more to me now than it ever has with the things that have just transpired in legislation and local politics, in state and federal politics. So I'm grateful.
And of course, KLK, we will live stream both of those events, both the Youth Explosion, as he mentioned, that which will be that Sunday the 19th, and the MLK Parade and the MLK Program, which will be on the 20th. So KLK, we will be bringing you those events live. And of course, just echoing what Shamal said, if you've never heard Elder Newsom preach, she's definitely going to give you a very fiery, very inspirational speech. Don't know what she's going to be talking about, but you definitely don't want to miss it. And of course, it's a great event. It's free to the public, as always. In fact, I believe this is the 23rd year. Yeah. Been putting on. If I may be off a year or two, but it's basically been going on for a long time, and it's definitely have been a successful event. So definitely want to shout out all of the members of the MLK committee and all of their hard work in putting this event together. So we hope to see your face up in the place. But if you can't catch it for any reason, like I said, you'll be able to check out the live stream on KLK.
Definitely, if I can shout out my emeritus Pastor Ray Scales, who is the founder of the NEA parade, but also his daughter Kenesha Scales Ross, who picked up the reins, and she is the committee chair along with Patrick Bean and Miss Ashley.
Pat Bean.
Yeah, this is what Pat Bean. Come on in. And then you have Dr. Lonnie, who is over the parade lineup, as well as my good friend Reginald Prunty. And I feel like I'm missing a few people, but these are the people who make it happen. Dr. Melissa Jackson with A-State. These are the people that make it happen every year, and so we're so excited. With Javon, I've been watching a little bit of some of the stuff that she do, and yes, she's going to be godly and she's going to offer a godly inspiration, but I feel like we're going to see more of the attorney side with the address that we get on this day. So I'm super excited about that. I'm grateful to be a part of this.
Absolutely, and I'm even though KLK we're not a part of the planning, but we're definitely are excited to be able to bring this event to the community for those who cannot physically attend it. So again, I echo your excitement about the event. It's always just a great event, and so many people participate. You heard him mention some of the people that are going to be there. They're going to have various bands, step teams. There's going to be community organizations. You'll have the D9 fraternities and sororities, and just so many other groups and organizations that will take part for a worthy cause. All right, so we're kind of transitioning after that into Black History Month. What does the NAACP have planned for Black History? I know you mentioned the event on February 21st with Frito-Lay, but are there any other activities you all have planned?
Yeah, so I want to host a prayer breakfast, and it won't be just for pastors, but it'll be open to the community. I was in the mayor's. They have a meeting every first Thursday, I believe, of the month. I was in a meeting and I was speaking, and we're going to do quarterly prayer meetings with the community. But during the month of February, I want to have a prayer breakfast to highlight, how to speak to your legislators. Education is the key to us being successful in today's society. And the Bible tells us that we perish because of the lack of knowledge. And with that being the case, I want to give not only my constituents, but everyone in my community the opportunity to be successful in knowing ways to navigate the system and knowing ways to reach out to people who ultimately decide your faith other than God. These are the same people that we elect and put in office, and so these are the same people that we have to hold accountable. So during this breakfast, we'll have different people speaking on ways to speak to your legislator, not just your local legislators, but your state and your federal as well. Whether it be email, phone call, in-person meetings, we want to give you the opportunity, if you want to speak with them, to hold them accountable and put them in a position, as my friend Garrett say, we want to hold their feet to the fire, just like they do ours with this new egregious legislation that they're putting out there. So that right now, that's all we have planned. We'll meet again on the third Monday, which is Martin Luther King Day, and I'll be able to speak with them more about how we're going to move forward and proceed with this breakfast.
Okay, and speaking of meetings, of course, the NAACP is always looking for members, so kind of let them know how they can join and what are some of the benefits.
Yeah, so first off, you can simply join by giving me a call. I have an application. You fill that application out. It's $30 a year for adults. We're building our youth chapter as well. So with that being the case, our youth chapter is only $10 a year. You fill out the application. Contact me, Miss Emma Agnew, or Shanoa Summers, who's my secretary now, and we'll get you signed up. But also the benefits of being a part of something so amazing is you get to make history. How do you make history? You make history because you are a part of the movement. I was in church on yesterday, and Dr. Yarbrough, he was preaching on yesterday, and he said that nothing wears out with no movement.
I like that.
Nothing wears out with no movement. It's time to wear down and wear out bigotry, hatred, racism, and hurt. And how are we going to do that is we're going to keep moving and we're going to keep supporting the dream. So that's the benefit of joining your local chapter. We may not be able to tear down barriers nationally, but locally we can hold their feet to the fire. And locally we can make decisions to ultimately take away what they feel like is their strong suit.
And of course, just want to remind all the listeners and viewers out there that the NAACP is open to everyone. It does not matter your race or any other category that you may identify as. It's for even though that the name is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, but the NAACP has a history of fighting for
Everybody.
all races, for everyone. So there's benefit for everyone. Of course, the local chapter has a very diverse membership, different ethnicities and other backgrounds are represented. So don't let something like that stop you from joining.
And it's nonpartisan. It's nonpartisan. We are not affiliated with one particular party. When I speak on issues, I speak on issues, not parties. When I go to meetings, I'm speaking on issues. It doesn't matter what side it's on. If it's the Democratic Party and I disagree with something that they're putting forward, I'm going to speak on it. If it's the Tea Party, the Libertarian Party, the Republican Party, it doesn't matter what the party is. I am focused on issues because I have daughters in this world that ultimately they're going to need someone to speak up for them.
All right. And is there anything else that you want to let the listeners and the viewers know about?
Yeah, so again, we spoke about the Martin Luther King Commission, the parade that's coming up along with the show on next Saturday. And this is as a musician. On next Saturday at New St. John, we will have a choir rehearsal for the MLK Singers. And we're looking for 100 members. And again, I'm not speaking on their behalf on today. I'm pretty sure that they have a show scheduled.
Yeah, they're going to be like I'm meeting with some of their representatives today. So there will be a community conversation coming real soon about that.
But we, as a musician, we want 100 voice choir for this celebration on this year. And so I am reaching out now and I'm soliciting your choir members for that day. I don't handpick out of nobody else's church, but we want your choir members to come and participate in this event. That'll be great, great, great. That is my last and final words. Come be a part of history because you never know where your name will pop up again.
And of course, the name of it is the community choir, which means it's for the entire community. And as mentioned, he's not trying to take away anyone's choir members, but just borrow them for a day.
Yeah, we just need them for, matter of fact, we just need them for 2 days.
Borrow them for 2 days.
We need for the rehearsal, and the songs we're doing are amazing. My good friend and one of my mentors, Apostle Kevin Davidson out of Memphis, we're doing one of his songs. But, man, we just need it for 2 days. We need you for the day of, and we need you for rehearsal. We're not going to take away from your service time or what you're doing in ministry at your church. We just need you for this event.
All right. Well, we've been speaking with Shamal Carter, president of the Craighead County chapter of the NAACP. As always, want to thank you for coming on and keeping the community informed. That's going to do it for part one of Community Conversation. We're coming at the bottom of the hour. We will have the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated as they celebrate their Founders Day. So don't go anywhere. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right.